We're all dead with Chris and Matt, two idiots, friends in a great big chat. Meet the boys and hear their words. Their brains are full of stinky old turds. What would you rather do instead? We're all dead. We're all dead. We're all dead.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, I guess I should tell you this before we start recording. I was a little nervous this morning because I had a really puffy face. I just woke up, right? So my wife gave me this mask to help give nutrients to my face skin so that I'm properly set up for broadcasting. Podcasting.
You look like a burn victim.
Shout out to burn victims. Yeah. All right.
Oh, hey, guys. Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, you were recording the whole time?
Dude.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Chris,
well,
you have
it's
to
not
go to
going to
our
really
YouTube.
land for anybody. It's not going to really land for anybody listening.
No.
But
Chris has
how would you describe this? It's like a Jason mask, but for moisturizing your face.
Yeah. It's a hockey mask made of paper that's on Chris's
face. If this would stay on a person's face, this would be a horrifying, like, 80s movie horror villain mask. It would be horrible.
Yeah.
Look at this.
It's horrifying. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, sorry I was late, Matt. You
had puffy eyes. What are you gonna do?
I looked puffy. I just woke up. I ate a bunch of pizza yesterday, dude. I ate like a teenager yesterday. I had
Rebel,
bagel, donut, tortilla chip, and pizza. Those were the only foods that I ate.
Nice.
like a middle schooler who only ate at like youth group functions.
Brown and a triangle? Give it to me.
I'll take it. Various shades of tan made entirely of wheat. One monoculture crop, baby. That's all I need.
Yeah, my wife and I, we talked about that. That's our favorite meal is it's all brown. It's like, mozzarella sticks, chicken nuggets. Let's see, a fucking fried shrimp.
Yeah.
All the same color hush puppies.
I think everything you named is also deep fried in a vat of oil.
Yeah. Well, we air fry because we're so healthy when we eat our chicky nuggies.
Oh my God.
We're maximum health.
You guys are like, I want some brown today.
Dude, speaking of eyes, I slept like ass because at 1:30 in the morning, my wife stabbed herself in the eyeball.
No, she did not.
And violently
Are you serious?
woke up like flipping out. I was like, what is going on?
Wait, she stabbed herself in the eye with a fingernail while she was sleeping?
I'm not sure exactly.
Or like,
did
she see your bed knife and accidentally roll over onto it?
She grabbed my lucky sleeping hatchet on accident.
What?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
And I got her eye scratched up. What are you gonna do? Hey, look, I was just trying to go with the eye news since I'm staring at
only eyes,
puffy-eyed villain right now.
This is what I do when I prepare the rest of my routine. First, I use a facial herbal mint body scrub.
Chris Bateman. After I do 1 crunches, I'm out of shape, Patrick Bateman. He does 1,000 crunches.
After I get winded by my 1 crunch, I go into my other full body workout where I roll around on the floor with my cat for a minute.
I'm the vice president of a big FedEx shipping center. I tried to get a reservation at Dorsia, saw the menu was too expensive, and went to Red Lobster. Poor Patrick Bateman.
Yeah. Oh, what's the Red Lobster Festival? What is it? Shrimp Fest?
Lobster Fest?
Lobster Fest? Damn it. I was so close to having a good reference and I missed it.
Sir, can I read you the specials?
Yes.
Absolutely. That's a funny fucking joke if you've seen American Psycho recently. Dude,
Absolutely.
Can I read you the specials? Not if you want to keep your spleen. The fucking funniest. The most horrifying novel I've ever read, maybe, is American Psycho.
Just
and
brutal.
One of the funniest movies ever made. And it's the exact same story.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
Oh, dude.
Love
Christian Bale is so
love
good.
the Christian Bale.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Apparently, I was reading an article this week, a random article talking about Chloe Sevigny on the set of American Psycho, and she was like, I was kind of like intimidated by him when I was on set, and I was like, yeah. He played the worst person ever, and he was in character all the time. He even gave his press interviews in his American accent. Yeah, prior to the movie, so that
same with Batman. He just stayed
in the. Oh, did he do that for Batman?
Yeah, so he promoted.
I thought he did his normal Welsh accent.
No, he stayed with an American accent for all of his promos for Batman because he didn't want people associating. He's like, Batman is an American, and I don't want people to be like, because his real accent is
Batman is a Brit,
dude. You can barely understand him when he's like really speaking. It's just like normal Welsh shit. He's just got a thick accent. Like, oh, he fucking baby. I was like, damn, dude.
It's amazing how he can just turn it on and off.
Yeah, he can just be
so
Dick
well.
Cheney and then be Batman. It's wild what he's done.
Oh, I forgot about Vice.
Yeah, he put on like like 80 pounds. Just a psycho, dude.
That's when you know it's good acting. When you get really fat or really skinny,
The Machinist,
that means it's going to be good.
The Machinist is incredible. First, I love the movie
totally.
The Machinist. It's an awesome movie.
Yeah,
and he weighs like 130 pounds in it.
Yeah, and his natural body weight is like 200 pounds. He's a taller, bigger guy, dude. Just in general.
He went from The Machinist, then he jacked up and did Batman.
Yeah.
Well, he did American Psycho, then The Machinist, then Batman, then Vice, and all that shit. Like, he's fucking wrecked.
Now he's back to normal. He's back to normal again.
I think it was a Hard Times article, by the way. I don't want to steal their joke, but it was Christian Bale. It was a news article. It was Christian Bale puts on 100 pounds to play your mom. Got him.
Man, the Hard Times, they do good work over there. Shout out to the Hard Times.
Yeah, the Hard Times. Guys. They're doing their thing. It's so hard to be a satire these days.
Oh, the regular news is satire these days.
Yeah, that's why. It stinks.
The satire that no one gets. It's more like sad tire.
Yes. I mean, the non-political satire that Dunyan does is still funny. That's always been my favorite shit anyways.
Yeah.
It was like NASA completes 52-year mission to find and kill God. and they're like we cornered God in a crater on the moon. They surround God with moon buggies, and then they shoot him.
Oh my god,
dude, the best. I love the onion.
I'm taking this thing off
All
my
right,
face now.
The mask is coming off.
Oh, look at that skin glowing.
Oh my god. That's the beginning of American Psycho. He peels off his facial mask.
Oh yeah,
which is what the whole movie is about, his mask falling off.
Yep.
But no one cares.
No one cares about that metaphor.
It's so funny that like it is about a serial killer. American Psycho is about a serial killer losing his mind and everything coming to the forefront. But the world is so shitty, no one notices.
Yeah, no.
It's like no one gives. He even confesses.
No one gives a shit.
He even confesses, and the guy's just like, "That was a pretty funny joke, but this is ridiculous now."
Yeah, but
stop saying you killed people.
I've got to go now. Thanks for doing that weird bit.
He's like, "Look, Paul," and he's like, "I'm not Paul. I'm Patrick. I'm your client. Like,
yeah,
you're my lawyer." So good.
It was a pretty funny joke, but now I got to get back to work. I got to get back to worshipping money.
That movie, Mary Herron directed that movie.
Yes.
And she's an awesome director. But they knew, they're like, we got to get a woman to direct this so people don't go fucking ballistic.
Yeah.
When it comes out, because he's quite rude to women in it. He kills like 40 people.
Several of them women.
Yeah.
Prostitutes and non-prostitutes.
Yeah, no, he kills like some college kids. In the book, he kills a lot of fucking different people.
Yeah,
it's bonkers
in way more brutal ways than just like throwing a chainsaw off of like a fourth floor walk up staircase.
That. He drops a running chainsaw onto someone.
He just lets a running chainsaw fall down 4 flights of stairs and stab a lady as she's trying to escape.
And when it kills her, he goes
horrible.
Ah! He screams like in celebration. It's fucking wild. Oh my god.
That's what does it mean, Matt?
What does it mean, dude? It means it doesn't matter.
Nothing.
I feel like I'm in the dark over here.
You're looking dark. You know what we need to do? We need to step up our lighting game.
You know what, dude? We're supposed to step up all of our games.
We gotta step up a lot of stuff. Holy shit.
Speaking of that, by the way, this morning, I that's what we did with me and the wifey. We went through and talked about retirement and taxes and all kinds of fun things I love doing because I'm an adult. And these are things you do as an adult. It's awesome to do your paperwork and give it to the government. That is very cool.
Yeah, I'm not paying my taxes this year.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're a sucker. You're a sucker. I'm not paying my taxes.
That's it. You know what? Why didn't I think of that?
No. Trump is going to get rid of the IRS eventually soon. I hope Elon Musk is going to get rid of it soon.
And you have a good excuse.
Just don't pay it.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm dumb as fuck. You got rid of the Department of Education.
Yeah.
So I'm the dumbest asshole ever.
Yeah. It's like you can't. I think being dumb is not a defense in a court of law.
It's not. Ignorance of the law is not a defense.
I hate that.
Sometimes it actually is a pretty good defense.
In
when
many
the law
cases.
If the law is idiotic, be like, why would I assume that that's a law?
Sure.
Like when I go to Germany, I assume stealing is still a law. But like, yeah, if it's some weird law, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You can't walk an alligator on a leash? I didn't know that.
Yeah, sorry. That's 1 year in jail minimum because of one guy who walked his alligator.
Yeah. Dude, what if that one crime was like life in prison? Like, because of like one other precedent that was set?
Yeah. I mean, there could be a law like that. That's the thing is like, so the location of where laws are written, statutes, local statutes that are enforced, and then like federal ones. And like, I don't know, just where are all of the like, it's particularly like, let's just take the IRS for example. If I didn't pay my taxes, like I'm not going to this year,
Allegedly.
where is the law written saying that I have to do that or I can go to jail?
Not paying.
Where is that written?
I don't know exactly. So what I've heard is that not paying.
So what if
is
it's just
more...
not a law? What if it's just not a law, and they're just telling you that it's a law, and they're threatening you, and they're saying, "Oh, you got to owe penalties on that unpaid tax."
They can't arrest you right away. Wait a minute. Actually,
Maybe
so
they
I've heard.
Who
this,
knows? I haven't seen the law.
I've heard
I
this.
don't know.
I've actually heard this argument from people who don't pay taxes for real. They're like, there is nothing on the books about like blah 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 paying. They're like, that's not in the Constitution. It's actually blah blah blah. Whatever their argument is, but I've heard so lying, filling out your taxes incorrectly, you can go to jail. Like that is fraud. You cannot lie to them. That's lying to like the federal whatever.
What if you just don't pay attention and you're like, okay, yeah, I think it's this.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not really sure.
Half the people fuck up their taxes at some. I mean, I can't imagine.
Yeah,
I have.
I mean,
like, for sure.
I've had here's what's fun. I've had people that I've paid $1,000 to do my taxes fuck up my taxes.
Yes.
CPAs.
And you sign something saying no matter what they do, it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
So they
to the best of my knowledge, this guy did the correct thing, and I will go to jail for it if he made a mistake.
Yeah. Meredith at H&R Block could fucking send me to the pokey. What if she just decided like
she's like, you know what? This guy deserves to go to the slammer. I'm gonna lie on his forms.
She sees like I have a bunch of film paychecks, and she's like, "Oh, one of those Hollywood liberals."
This Hollywood phony.
Yeah,
this liberal.
My
cuck.
Father is from Hollywood, South Carolina.
Oh,
which is mostly trailers.
OG Hollywood.
So
and Hollywood existed before Hollywood, California.
Our Hollywood is older for sure.
So old, dude.
It's older than the state of California, in fact. Dude, yeah, it is stupid that you can... Dude, we knew a guy, me and you, we used to hang out at his bar, which we probably should not name.
Okay,
but
I will pretend I know who we're referring to.
You probably
I'll
will know. But,
okay,
in Chicago.
Yep. Okay, that's the one I was thinking of.
He went to, so he was paying servers and whatever under the table, which is like, I thought every single bar in the world,
super illegal.
Yeah. So they had an agent get a job there and get paid under the table, get access to everything, saw how it was happening, recorded it.
No.
Then they went to him and they're like, "We know everything." And he kept two books. One was the legitimate numbers and one was his bullshit numbers. And he was just like, "Here," and gave everything. So I think it was like $100. Okay. So it was like $100 and something $1,000 right, that he ended up owing them. The operation to bring him down cost more than that,
Oh yeah.
and he paid it back, and he still got sentenced to a year and a day in federal prison, and he had a goddamn 1-month-old baby. He missed his kid's first year. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, but he paid it back, which is insane. That the
fact that
you don't get a reduced
he was like, all
anything.
right, you got me.
And
here,
for something
look,
everyone does. He was giving money to servers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What was it? Was he just not claiming their tips or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Like
it's just
like they weren't claiming tips appropriately or something.
Right.
And
right. I guess that's supposed to go
because
it probably depends on the state or what. I don't know how it all
servers
works,
like I think the federal minimum wage for server staff and like
$2
bartenders is like $2. And then you make all the rest of your money in tips.
Yeah.
And then you have to claim the tips on your taxes.
I think that's the server's responsibility, though. I think he was maybe tipping them out from his bar or something. I don't know what it was, but
I don't know.
It's either way. It's stupid considering they make $2.13.
Or maybe he was the only he was like, yeah, no, I work here every single day.
He was working, so maybe he didn't claim his shit. I don't know. Whatever it was. But it's just weird that you pay it back, and I don't know. And it's just it's like, look, my business is making this money, and I'm giving it to the economy. Like, what else do you want?
It's getting spent, and not everybody should cheat on their taxes, of course.
No, but like I said, the operation to bring him down. Yeah, we all do it. The operation to bring him down, though, it's like paying a federal agent, like undercover. It's like that probably was $100,000.
I mean, depending on how long they were following him around, I mean,
their bosses, their paperwork, everything.
Yeah, and they
bullshit.
If they went after all the billionaires who offshore large percentages of their fortunes in offshore banks.
No, they love
to
that
avoid
stuff.
a tax burn-in, all of that stuff.
The people in
charge, they would make so much more.
The people in charge are those people,
right?
So fuck that.
And they're only more in charge than they've ever been now.
Hey, do you guys want to vote to make less money for ourselves? I mean, it would be doing the right thing, but on the other hand,
it would pay for more infrastructure and everything else.
But who needs infrastructure?
I pay for a pee-wee basketball league in my hometown, so that's charity, right?
Yeah, and
so I shouldn't have to pay taxes.
I don't need infrastructure because I go everywhere in a helicopter. So who cares about roads?
Yeah, everybody should just get their own helicopters, and then we don't have to worry about building bridges.
Just take a helicopter to your public school every morning. God, what's wrong with you people? Oh my God.
So bad.
Dude. It's just crazy that it's like we're so rich. We have the most money of any empire ever. And it's just
but it's all
giving
focused on the top 0.1%.
Giving someone a sandwich will get rid of that. It's like, dude, I grew up with 2 government employee parents in a public school getting free lunch.
Yeah. Subsidized.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, there were kids in there whose parents they would not give them a lunch. If this school didn't offer them a lunch, they wouldn't have one. It's like, that was a lot of kids I went to school with. It's like, dude, that shit gets them out of total impoverishment.
Yeah. You know what's super interesting?
Anyways.
I
fuck politics. Sorry, go ahead.
I do have one more point on this, if you don't mind. The how many people receive what percentage of people who receive welfare do you think are minorities.
What percentage of all the welfare recipients are minorities?
Yes.
It's much lower than most people would think. My guess is that it's probably pretty reflective of the population. So it's probably like 25.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's probably like 25%, 20%.
It's around that. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good guess.
So I actually...
And guess who gets the most benefits from social welfare programs? White people do.
Trailer
And
parks everywhere.
all of these
Dude, it's
maniacs.
There are millions of trailer parks in this country full of white
there's
people.
a fundamental, yeah, exactly.
People don't
There's a
know.
fundamental disconnect
Yes.
between like the whole current MAGA movement. They've been taught for like 35 years by the Republican, like the Heritage Foundation, like all these
Yes.
like large Republican propagandists
Yeah.
that all these welfare
Yes.
queens
And the cities are taking everything.
they're
Welfare, dude.
like they're
Urban
all,
welfare, which means black.
Urban welfare.
Yeah.
They're
Black.
all black people that have more kids so they get more welfare money, and
Well,
they like
and now
spread
it's
all these lies.
Mexicans are the big target of like, it's Mexicans that are, it's like, dude, they're all working, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, dude, they're not.
White people
Yeah.
are sitting around complaining about this, not working, taking
they're
welfare.
They're watching Fox News bitching instead of actually doing something. But it's crazy though that like what an amazing psyop that has been pulled off.
Yeah,
Like
it's pretty
the
impressive.
CIA is fucking jealous of the Heritage Foundation being able to convince millions of white people who receive welfare to vote for a guy who told them that welfare was bad because of the race of the person receiving it.
It's
so nuts.
The other is taking what's rightfully
they
yours.
are
That is the mantra of every populist and dictator leader ever.
It
is that
pure fascist
do you guys
language.
notice how like you don't have that much, but like these other groups always want so much?
It's because these other groups are taking it.
Yeah, it's like
wrong minority group, motherfucker. It's the billionaires getting the fucking tax subsidies.
Who's the biggest
it's Elon
welfare?
Musk getting $20 billion of corporate welfare, you stupid schmucks.
Yeah, so like Amazon was going to open a facility in Queens, New York, and their incentive for opening there was $3 billion. And I saw the breakdown of like, here's how many jobs it will create in New York. And they're like, each job costs the taxpayers $148,000. And so they're like, okay, so
yeah,
and it's just like
it's so funny. Like
Amazon
the private enterprise
Google,
model.
This was Google. Google has the most money in the world. Open your place. Just open it. You don't need this welfare.
Yeah,
that's welfare, dude. That's a handout.
But
how about we give $148,000 to all those people that would have worked there instead? Just give it to them and see what they do.
Just give them. Yeah, see what happens.
By the way, if one of them starts a Google on their own, then it will pay for itself a jillion fold.
Yeah, there's like a huge argument to be made for like a universal basic income sort of situation, because the economy will only, like, if you redirect
who's a job
every
creator for
corporate
real
subsidy, like redirect every corporate subsidy, every billionaire who gets a tax break, all that stuff, redirect it to people who have a net worth of less than zero. They will spend it and it'll get recirculated through the economy
immediately.
You know, when what it doesn't get recirculated when it's parked by a billionaire in $1 billion trust funds or whatever sort of they're just, it's hoarding.
Yeah, you're literally taking the money.
Get circulated.
You're literally airlifting the money out of the country and just flying it away, and no one
Yeah.
ever sees it again.
And, that is one of the biggest triggers of inflation.
Oh, when the oligarchs have everything?
When it's not circulating around, you got to print more of it to circulate. And these numbers just appear.
There was some economist who he was an older gentleman because he was talking about the economy in like the 50s up till like now. And he was basically going like, I used to be under the economist's belief that rich people did not hurt the economy by existing, that like these multimillionaires, they were not taking away from you like a regular person. It's like they could be rich without you suffering and without taking directly from you and you or taking advantage of you. And he was like, that was before I thought of the idea of trillionaires. He's like, which are coming. And so all you gotta do is take the three top rich dudes and their trillionaires together.
Yeah.
He's like, it's so much money it's actually siphoning from like the pool of all the money. He's like, it's actually crazy. And he's like, and they have to get, for the most part, most of them, they have to take advantage of people to get that amount of wealth. They have to screw people over.
Yes.
And what do they do with it? Nothing. They don't spend it. And they're not actually job creators. That's the other thing that I was reading. They're like, so it's like, is Apple a job creator today? It's like, they're pretty much neutral. They're like, when Apple was truly the job creator, it was two guys in a garage who were like looking at
growing a business,
and they were looking at their first office. Like, we're gonna get an office, and they're like, that's when they created jobs. But it was like, but
when they started actually manufacturing their product in like for the market.
Yeah,
that's when they started creating lots of jobs.
But they're like, the seed to creating jobs is, it's like that $148,000 to random people. It's like the people that get it, and then it's like that movie Primer or whatever, which obscure reference, but it's like just a bunch of engineers sitting in their garage just making something, being like, this would be cool.
Yeah.
And it's like that thing could revolutionize the world. Not Apple making its next iPhone now. It's just the screen is bigger.
They already have
Whoa.
they already have like they already have that infrastructure built now. So they're not creating any jobs.
It's
if anything,
maximized.
they are laying off more people when they get a
like
negative sales prediction. They
go
ahead and
now.
file like, okay, we're going to downsize by like 150,000 so that our shareholders can, know, so that then there's a whole financial component of the business once it becomes publicly traded.
They fire 100,000 people to make the stock go up 2 points that quarter.
Yep.
And they don't give a fuck.
And the shareholders are like, ooh, good.
Vote for it.
That's great.
Yeah, they don't. Well, no one wants to vote. No one's going to vote for their stocks to go down. I don't like the idea of the stock market at all. I think the whole thing is fucking stupid. It's like, it's all fake.
It's a distraction. Yeah. It's a weird, like,
just gambling.
Amorphous thing that, if it reacts to people's just fear, like their behaviors as a result of fear.
Yeah. Stonks.
Stonks.
You
My
guys know-
stonks are crashing. Hey, welcome to Larry's Stonks Minute. Here we go. We got apples up. We got Teslas down. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? These guys, what are they doing? I don't get it.
You haven't looked at any news?
What?
What's going on?
Who owns that? Hey,
This guy,
I don't know.
You have a stock YouTube channel, but you refuse to read the
refuse
news.
to do any research.
Like, that's a bunch of fake news.
So the NASDAQ, it's a bunch of computers. It's pretty cool. I like it. A lot of numbers coming out of the NASDAQ. Don't know what they are.
Oh, did I just turn into Trump? Damn it.
A
lot of numbers coming out of the NASDAQ.
Big numbers.
Big, beautiful numbers.
I love them.
It's fucking
They're
tanking.
good numbers.
It's tanking, you shit dick. Nice terrorist ass clown.
Yeah. The threat of tariffs fucks everything up. Yeah. Why is the economy tanking under a Republican president?
I don't know, man. It must be
I don't know.
fucking coincidence.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems to happen every fucking time they get into office.
God damn it. It's
Anyway,
so funny. The CEOs of all those stocks, like all those companies on the stock market, are Republicans, and they're like literally going to him and being like, hey man, fucking quit with the tariffs.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. He just found out that he could executive orders controlled them. That was it. And he was like, what? Like, I can change these myself? And that's it. I don't think he cared what they were. He's just like, holy shit. I control something? Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna just He wakes up. He's like, I'm gonna give an order today. He's just like, what order could I give, guys? Give me an order.
Bring me one of those blank EOs, baby.
Oh, so dumb.
Today's Taco Tuesday.
I declare today Taco Tuesday.
Mexicans
my skin is
will
glowing.
love it.
Oh, my skin is glowing today, Matt.
Dude, it's really...
That mask really helped.
It really rejuvenated you.
I just feel rejuved and slick. There's some... It kind of burns. I just feel totally rejuved.
I think I need a sleep mask myself there. Holy shit.
I mean... I don't know. I still look pretty sleepy, but my lighting is being kind.
I look like trash.
You know what? I realize we were shitting on the Republicans a lot.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Any of our Republican listeners, look, guys, we're talking to you now. The Democrats are fucking terrible.
They're
also
really goddamn annoying, and
they're so disappointing.
I understand.
They got no oomph, no chutzpah.
No.
They're little sniveling dingleberries on the taint of America, sadly doing nothing.
Yeah, we don't have any. There's not a liberal party.
Yeah, nope.
Not in a real way.
We got the Reagan Republicans, the Democrats, and then the fascist Republicans,
the Trumpies,
the MAGA Republicans that we have now.
Yeah, and both sides are kind of fascist about different things. Everyone should lay off.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Please stop telling everyone what to do, you fucking idiots.
Yeah. Maybe correcting everyone about, if they have a slip of the tongue. Maybe if you correct people all the time, they don't like your tood.
Just remember, every time you correct somebody's pronoun use, a Palestinian city gets bombed to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Let's call it even Stevens, what we say, guys.
Yeah. Forgive. The transition is going to be hard. There are going to be ignorant people who don't get it or misuse something, and they are annoying and frustrating to those of us who are capable of changing. But we got bigger fish to fry, and maybe the leftist infighting is not productive against the ideas of the maniacs that are currently in control.
Yeah. Guys, let's stop yelling at Ricky Gervais and the lady who wrote Harry Potter for 2 seconds and stop the Nazis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, fuck J.K. Rowling. She is being a real bitch for no reason.
She's not even an American.
And is Ricky Gervais?
Neither is he. I don't know why I said 2 British people.
Is he equivalently anti-trans? Is that what you were saying?
No, he's not anti-trans. He's just he gets attacked anytime he puts out a special.
Yeah. Well, he is kind of edgy. He kind of became edgy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Who gives
I
a
feel. Did we talk about this?
fart? What?
The Ricky Gervais talking to Jerry Seinfeld. I think we did maybe talk about this.
I don't know. I've seen that long round table with the two of them and Chris Rock and
this was a clip from Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Ricky Gervais and Jerry Seinfeld. But he's like,
I think I did watch it a long time ago.
Have you heard the one about the Holocaust survivor?
Yeah.
Finally
that joke.
dies.
That joke is genius.
Finally dies, and
yes.
when he gets to the pearly gates, he tells God a Holocaust joke, and God said, "That's not funny." And the Holocaust survivor says, "I guess you had to be there."
I guess you had to be there. Brilliant.
Boom!
Brilliant.
He in the clip, he also said, he's like, "That's not my joke."
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not his
I don't
joke.
remember where I heard this.
It's genius.
I don't remember where he couldn't remember the source of it, but it is such a brilliant idea.
It is.
What a great joke.
Amazing.
Airtight.
Yeah, it's like, God abandoned them, or he chose not to do anything.
Yeah.
Or it's a philosophical
the cruelest
paradox.
joke is that heaven exists after the Holocaust survivor went through what he went through. That's the cruelest joke.
And
is
also,
that God and heaven exist.
And there's also the layer of like, God is offended by a joke, but he caused it. Like he allowed it.
Yeah,
it's like too
much.
I
guess. I mean,
there's so many different.
There are a few logic flaws.
No, there's so many layers. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
It's like, it points out so many things. It's great.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, it works on incredible numbers of levels. That
man,
what a simple language, but can make you think.
I wish Norm Macdonald.
Language can make you think, bud.
I wish Norm Macdonald was around for 1,000 years. It's too bad.
Yeah, man. He
was the best ever, man.
He was a gem.
I was every day. Some clip of his pops up on my phone, and it's like he has like 2 hours of Hitler material.
Oh man,
it's so funny. All of it is good, and it's like because I think he was like trolling people before the term trolling was a thing.
Yeah.
And he was always trolling people. And I think he just heard like, you're not supposed to make fun of this topic. And he was like, all right, I'm writing hours of jokes about it.
I'm going to focus solely on writing Hitler jokes that do not glorify Hitler. You know, it doesn't make it. It's just a way to like make a really good joke out about something you're not supposed to joke about.
Most of his jokes are about how stupid he is. About like himself, like Norm.
Yeah,
which is funny because he's a genius. But he was like, he's playing a character that's like a goddamn moron. Because like when he read Hitler's Wikipedia article. As like that.
I just saw that one.
Yeah, that was his bit. And he was just like, this guy. He's
like, this guy. Ooh,
he's a veteran of World War One.
Yeah.
Like
a decorated veteran of World War One.
Yeah.
Oh, you see a picture of this guy? Piercing eyes. They're almost black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. He's an interesting character.
No,
Let's read more.
He started the National Socialist Party. That's interesting. And hold the fort. He hates Jews. So great of like just reading it totally non-emotionally.
Yeah, just like
he's a soldier. Interesting.
A guy who's never heard of Hitler and just finds out about him is just researching like an interesting historical figure.
Oh, that's right. And then he goes to Adam Egget, his co-host. He's like, he goes, you know what? We should kill this Hitler guy. Me and you get some friends, go over there and kill this guy. Because he died like 80 years ago. He goes, oh, I didn't even know he was sick. So
he wasn't.
That's so.
He wasn't sick.
I didn't even know.
I didn't even know he was sick.
He died 80 years ago. Oh
Brilliant.
Man,
brilliant.
Oh
man,
dude,
Good old Norm.
How far are we into this podcast?
I don't know. 44 minutes seems like.
Oh yeah,
two.
44. We are 44.
I'm going to talk about it because we brought up the. You said hates Jews. Our old
out of context. Just all right. Continue.
Yeah. That was sorry. The story will illuminate. Neither one of us do. We're just talking about something in the news. A comedian by the name of Mike Glazer.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh man,
he like this past week.
He had quite the heckler.
Yeah, he was performing a stand-up show, and he
was seemingly talking about something totally random and unrelated,
just something
anything
random. Maybe I didn't see the full set that he did.
It only shows a few seconds before, but
it only shows the part.
It doesn't really matter.
Exactly. This is insane. What happens?
Yeah.
This guy calls him a Jew pig.
A Jew pig.
Yeah,
multiple times, and he's like, "What?"
He's like, "I'm sorry, did you just call me a Jew pig?" And
which is
the guy was like, "Yeah."
Hasn't been said since Hitler, by the way. Like that phrase, I have not heard that phrase.
I've never heard it either. But,
like since I mean, literally like Judenschwein or whatever. This is the German.
What is this like?
Like that's
this
literally
is like yeah, this is like 1930s insults.
Yeah,
where you're just like, "Oh, you're a pig dog.
A Jew
you are
pig.
just a nasty little badger. You."
So
like what?
Yeah.
What?
So Glazer tells the guy to leave.
Yeah,
and
he's like, "Why don't you
get
out of here?"
And I think the guy's like, "I'm already doing it.
I'm ordering my lift, man. I'm ordering my lift. Don't worry about it." And then he like says it a couple more times, which is just like, what the fuck? And
he didn't sound drunk either. He sounded pretty
and he also
coherent. He was he wasn't drunk enough to where that was just flying out of his mouth randomly.
Yeah, it seems like it could have been fairly early in the night. But so the guy
wasn't a very rowdy.
The guy's like, Donald Trump is our president, and something to the effect of like,
So Trump gave him the okay somehow.
Yeah, basically, like if you
cool
name drop
now.
Donald Trump, like then your motivations are clearer, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
I mean, kinda.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, yeah, it's irrational.
Yeah.
To make the connection, because aren't several members of his extended family, Jared Kushner, like there's a large Jewish contingent in his.
Very pro-Israel.
He's super pro-Israel, so I don't get
it's-
the anti-Semitism
I don't know.
mixed with the Trump thing. But
I don't know. Maybe the guy yelling "Jew pigs" crazy. It's just call me nuts.
I'm sitting here like trying to rationalize what's the connection here? What's the connection? And you're like, the guy's obviously a fucking maniac.
Psychopath, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
It's very weird to go to
insane.
a comedy show and be like, "What? There's a Jew on the stage? What the hell? What kind of comedy club is this?"
I'm pretty sure that there has never been a Jewish person to ever say a joke before.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my safe space, the comedy club. It's funny, like comedy clubs are the true last safe space where you can hear you're supposed to hear a comedian say fucking anything.
Right.
But it's like, but then you go there and you're like, God damn it. I didn't know there's going to be
he's talking about.
There's going to be a Jew pig on stage.
He's enjoying life. He's having a good time and having fun and making jokes. And he's Jewish in my country. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
It's so funny. I've also never gone, well, except for openers, which I don't know what this show was. I don't know if it was a bunch of different people or how, whatever. If he was headlining or not, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it is funny. Like I've never been to a comedy club like to see a comedian without knowing exactly who the comedian is, like looking them up before. Just to see if I'm interested in going at all. You know, it's just funny. That guy's just like,
do your research.
I was very surprised.
That's crazy, man.
But I guess the guy yelling, that's not researching either. I don't know. The whole thing is very weird. That's a very weird fucking thing to yell.
Yes, it is. It's completely unhinged.
I mean, think about
then-
just thinking it in your head and then being like, I gotta call a lift and get the fuck out of here. Like, without yelling it out loud. Like, where he's like, nah, you know what? I gotta say it.
I got it.
Someone's
Yep.
gotta say it.
I mean, what do you like? Did he expect other people in the audience to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? You're right.
What if they did? Like the whole audience, like, God damn it! I just happen to get on 100% white supremacists. Like,
Holy shit.
Just
What
by
are the
coincidence.
chances?
Yeah, there was just a coincidence. They were all there. God damn it! This is the worst
Ugh.
audience ever.
So crazy.
Hey, Jerry Seinfeld says you should never blame the audience. It's always your fault.
Oh no.
That's true. He did say that.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I think you're wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes the audience can suck.
Dude,
They
fuck
usually do.
them. I've had audiences that were horrible. Like, you guys
But
suck.
were you bringing your A game the whole time, like Jerry?
Like Jerry. Can't all be Jerry Seinfeld.
These guys are being real Jerrys out here.
Yeah, Jerry's probably never had that yelled at him during a show. And be like, this is my fault somehow. Like, no, it's not. It's probably not your fault.
No, the guy who yelled it is just a maniac. That's it.
Should I say for the record that I was roommates with Mike Glazer, the comedian in question? We
Yes,
were roommates
yeah.
in Chicago. We all knew each
we're
other.
buddies in Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Trying to remain
it's awesome.
unbiased here. I won't let our roommate problems affect his public attack.
Yeah, speaking of maniacs, there.
Oh yeah, also everyone should know he's fucking nuts too.
I mean,
Doesn't
to a certain
excuse
degree,
anything,
aren't
but-
all comedians just a little bit nuts?
Dude, it's fine to say a bit that a comedian pitched to you, right? If they've never done it, never will.
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
it's fine. Also, no one listens to this or gives a fuck. So it doesn't matter. Glazer came to me and he pitched this bit to me. He wanted to go, I think, at Second City. He wanted to do this at Second City. He wanted to do a sketch where there was a beautiful dinner set out and a nice table with like a candlelit dinner on stage. And it would be me like in a dress sitting at this dinner. And I'm like the mother. And Glazer would come in dressed very proper and sit down to eat, and it would be very quiet. And then I would go, "Did you wash your hands?" And he would go, "No, mama." And he gets back up, walks off stage. I sit on stage for like a minute, in dead silence. And then he comes back on stage, having gigged his forehead open like a wrestler. It would be pouring blood, real blood down his face, and sit back down and start eating. That was the bit he pitched. I was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, you can't cut your forehead open for a bit. Like, you just shouldn't do that. And he was like, it'd be so good. Like, I was like,
It would be hilarious.
it would be memorable for sure. But
no,
he's
mama.
a balls to the fucking wall performance artist. I will say
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
That was fucking wild, dude.
That getting pitched that idea, and
He wanted to do it.
yeah.
I was like,
So-
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I just didn't want him to cut his own forehead open. So that's my Glazer, but yeah,
It's just like I mean,
he's got quite the
you
brain.
could just do fake blood, and the audience reaction.
That's
would be
what
the
I
same.
said, and he's like, it's not funny, and I actually agree with them. I was like, the point of it doesn't work the same. Really
Wow.
fucking cutting your forehead open. Anyways, we didn't do
And
it.
how does one gig one's forehead?
With
you just like
a razor
nick it with
blade.
a razor? You just nick.
Straight across this way. Yep.
No,
look-
you don't do a straight
Yes.
cut, right?
Yeah, you do.
Ugh. I thought that they would just like
They
do
go-
a couple like
No, they would
spots
go
around their hairline or something.
Well, they could do different things, but like a lot of wrestlers, just look up Ric Flair's forehead, dude. It's scarred to shit because he gigged himself over and over again. But
oh my god!
so a lot of times, so they would either hide a razor in their wrist guard and pull it out when they're on the ground and cut themselves, or I've also heard that they could cut themselves backstage before the match, and then they would super glue the cut shut. And then,
they would just
the other person
open
would
it?
just slap the fuck out of them. It would just bleed. I was like, oh, yeah, they're brutal, dude.
That's so extreme for the show, man. It's for the show.
Yeah, that was Glazer to me. It was like he was a kayfabe. He's a kayfabe dude all the way.
What is that? What does that mean?
Kayfabe? So kayfabe is the philosophy of always staying in character for the wrestlers. They keep it kayfabe. So it's like if they're in a restaurant and the good guy and the bad guy were to run into each other, they're supposed to
talk shit to each other and keep it real.
Yeah,
the script is always live.
They're supposed to keep up kayfabe always, but when they're in the locker, they drop it. Like when they're just with themselves, it all goes away. But I think kayfabe is short for kayfabian. I don't really know the full history of it. But
wow,
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But it's
like,
wrestle method acting,
like with like performance artist comedians like Andy Kaufman. You know, it's like
of course
kayfabe, and he did wrestling. He wrestled women.
He did wrestling. Yeah.
He
was completely.
Really, that's where he got his idea from. Of like just keep it 100% no matter what.
He was
never
like,
let them
what
on.
if a comedian was a heel?
Yeah,
always.
Because I can beat any woman in a wrestling match. Such a like anger-inducing statement. Pepper, stop barking.
In the context of professional wrestling, kayfabe refers to the tacit agreement between wrestlers and fans to maintain the illusion that storylines and matches are real, even though they are staged.
Yeah,
interesting,
dude. Yeah. So
wow,
keep it kayfabe, man.
Keep it kayfabe. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I had never heard that one before, and maybe I have heard it from like Caleb and Darwin. They would watch a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, dude.
Like Monday Night Raw was on in our house. If I was ever home on a Monday night, I would see it.
Aaron, Hooley, Darwin, Caleb. Were the,
Hooley.
They were the fucking real four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Dude, seeing
I saw one of those dudes in the grocery store in Chicago, by the way. The four horsemen of the apocalypse.
You saw Aaron?
From the WWF. The real
you saw the real four horsemen.
Yeah. So one of them was, I saw the dude, I was like, Jesus, look at this giant. And the dude was like, that's one of the linebackers for the Bears. And then I was like, and I'm blanking on the dude's wrestling shit, but he became one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse in the WWF. But he was a linebacker for the Bears. He had a Super Bowl ring.
Whoa.
But he was like 350, dude. I saw him. He was a monster.
Big boy.
Yeah, he's like slightly shorter than you and 3 times bigger.
Jesus. Don't want to get in the ring with that guy.
In the fake ring.
He keeps it kayfabe,
They also shake hands with each other with 2 fingers. They grab each other's fingers and then they just lightly go up and down. That's to let each other know that's how delicate I'll be with you in the ring.
Ah. Not going to hurt you.
Yeah. Caleb ran into Macho Man Randy Savage in a Waffle House one time.
Holy shit.
And he flipped and he stuck his hand out and Macho Man took his hand with 2 fingers and it was like, and he was like, his fingers are like as big as his hand. But he said he shook like that. I was like, that's sick.
Oh man,
What's up, brother?
What a life affirming moment for Caleb.
Probably the biggest
To
thing
meet-
ever.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Oh, I
I
got
can't believe
one.
I haven't heard that story.
So I do want to do a whole episode about our bud Caleb who passed away. R.I.P.
Yeah, we should.
To the trolliest goat to ever live. But Caleb and I went to Caleb and I went to WizardCon in Chicago, the big comic book convention and whatever. But they had everything there and cast of The Walking Dead and blah blah blah. This was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were walking and we saw at a booth we saw the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase.
Oh,
He was
wow.
standing at the his little table and he had a belt behind him. And Caleb was like, he was like, I wonder if that's the $1 Million championship belt. That's why he's the $1 Million
The
Man.
$1 Million Man.
And so Caleb went and he was like, oh, hi, Mr. DiBiase. He's like, how's it going? And he's like, hey, he goes, is that the belt? And he was like, nah. He's like, that one's a replica. The real belt's in a safe at home. And he was like, oh, yeah. He goes, how much for the replica belt? And he was like, you want to talk turkey? How much you got? How much we talking? And Caleb was like, nah, I'm not going to have enough for that, whatever. And like we walked away and Caleb just goes, Ted DiBiase would have sold me the shirt he was wearing. Like, he goes, this dude, he would have.
Are we talking turkey?
Yeah, he was
What do we
like,
got?
I will sell you the folding table in front of me. Like, it's so funny. Yeah.
Oh,
That was a weird
That-
day, dude. I saw him, Atreyu from the Neverending Story. I spoke to.
oh my God. Did
I
you ask
saw-
him about the horse?
I saw LeVar Burton. No, the horse
That's awesome.
dying in Neverending Story is a hoax. That
Is it?
It is a Hollywood myth. The horse did not
Is it?
die. I looked it up. Artax, I think.
Artax.
Artax.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it did not die.
I thought the horse died, man.
That's what they say. So my wife was very relieved when I told her that did not happen.
I don't know.
Look it up. But by the way, I think that show Luck killed like 15 horses. And that was like 10 years ago. Artax, did he die?
Did he die?
It's like, no, but the kid in that scene, Atreyu died. And they replaced him. I met Atreyu and he was, dude, every inch of his body, tattoos. I was like, whoa, shit. He was tatted up.
He really?
Yeah, dude.
Wow. Okay, so the horse didn't die in Neverending Story. Myth busted, I guess.
Myth busted. Artax. By the way, the horse is dead now. Just so everyone is not shocked. The horse is probably dead. They only lived like 30
No,
years.
it was a full-grown horse in 1982 when they were filming the Neverending Story. It's got to be still alive, right?
Oh, the idea that
Well, that's better. It died of natural causes instead of drowning in mud.
Yeah, they would have never put it in mud that was over its head.
Yeah.
Although that horse, what an amazing acting job in that scene. It didn't, the fact that it didn't freak out, just like, get me out of here.
It was freaking out the whole time.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was.
It didn't like it. That was not acting.
Who pointed
It
out
was-
that when they film a movie, like a World War I movie with horses, the horses have no idea that it's a fake war. They're just like, oh, fuck.
Bombs
Holy
going off,
shit,
like,
just
like
bombs.
guns shooting. They're just like, holy shit. God.
And then the filming ends. They're like, I guess we won that war. The horse is all traumatized.
Oh.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, what a relief that the horse didn't die in
Yes.
Neverending Story.
Oh,
And
however,
that the horses are method acting in every film that they're in.
Yes.
They have no idea what movies are.
but in Neverending Story, the luck dragon broke its leg and they had to shoot it with a shotgun. So,
I can't believe it.
that giant flying dog.
All these years, I thought it was just a giant puppet, but it was a real live dragon. That
Yeah,
they
that was a real
Jurassic
luck
Parked
dragon.
into being.
Yeah, it broke its leg the last day of filming and they put it down. Oh, Jurassic Park. I mean, that's not CGI. Those are dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Spielberg.
They created dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean,
for the purpose of
$100 million movie, dude. Just make dinosaurs,
dude.
And-
So good.
and then let one
Just
eat
make
a
'em.
lawyer.
That guy was rest in peace to the lawyer,
The lawyer
Jurassic Park.
He got eaten on the toilet,
Dude,
Oh,
he was
man.
just trying to, have a nice relaxing dump at night in a tropical storm, in a
closed island.
in an island where he knew there to be dinosaurs on the loose. What the fuck was he thinking?
He was running scared.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, I had this bit at one point where I was trying to think of movie plots if they were backwards, like what the plot of the film would be. And in Jurassic Park is a movie about dinosaurs throwing up people who get a free helicopter ride. It's pretty good.
It's throwing up people and then getting a free helicopter ride.
Thank God, we got thrown up by dinosaurs. Free helicopter ride off the island. Sick.
That's amazing.
Uh,
Glad that dinosaur barfed me up. God, that's so
dude.
stupid.
Well,
Okay, wait. So wait, hold on.
Yeah, what? Let's go.
Gone in 60 Seconds is Nicolas Cage giving
Returning
away
cars.
100 free cars.
Yeah.
100 hot rods.
The 100 free car giveaway. But he gives them away to rich collectors of cars.
The plot of Snakes on a Plane doesn't change. There's snakes on the plane.
There continues
The
to
whole
be snakes
time.
on the plane.
They continue to be on the plane.
The Matrix is about a guy who lives in an underground cavern, and one day he finds a video game that simulates a civilized world, and he starts playing it, gets a job, and never leaves. That's the Matrix.
He gets sucked up into a goo pod and starts playing the game.
Yeah, that's his.
It's a good
Xbox
trade-off.
Game Pass is a goo pod. Hell yeah. Oh man.
Oh, dude. Backdraft is about a fire that goes back inside the house.
No, a backdraft. It sucks in. Wait a minute. A backdraft is fire sucking into a window.
And then blowing out everything else.
No,
It's an oxygen-starved fire being exposed to oxygen-rich air, and then
a fire
causing
extinguishes itself while putting a window together.
Yes.
Yeah. A fireman goes back to the station and takes off his fireman suit.
A fireman flies 50 feet back to the front door of the house.
He flies like Superman across a lawn to a person's front door to see if they're okay. Oh, guys, we're all dead. Draft back.
Old draft back.
That's our podcast.
Hey, thanks for being here, guys. We talked for an hour and you listened, maybe.
Or not. Hey, if you're not listening to this right now, if you don't hear what I'm saying, fuck you.
Smooches, baby.
Tell your friends about us if you are listening. Love you guys.
Special announcement real quick before we go.
Yes.
Setting up a phone number next week. I will
What?
give the phone number on our social media, and people will be able to call in and leave a message
Yes.
that we will talk. We will answer your questions on air on pod.
Sick. Phone number. I'm going to prank call it.
Yeah, I don't have it yet. I didn't prepare this week, so
Definitely going
bye.
to call every day. All right. We're out of here.
Smooches, baby.
Smoochies. Love you, Chrissy.
Love you too, Maddie.
The wild